the function f is defined by f of x is equal to the square root of 25 minus x squared. For negative 5 is less than or equal to x is less than or equal to 5. Find f prime of x.
So all we're doing is deriving, okay? This question you cannot miss because it's a chain rule. So let's start by rewriting f of x. So we have 25 minus x squared. How do I write the square root as a power? What over 2? 1 over 2. So let's apply our chain rule. We have f prime of x. The rule was we bring this power to the where? Front. I keep the inside as it is. And then it becomes 1 less. How many is 1 less of 1/2? Negative 1/2. And then we derive the inside. The derivative of the inside here is going to give us a negative value. Negative how many? 2x. And literally, that's all you need to do. And all that is going to give you 2 points. Isn't that nice? 2 points for just using chain rule that we all know. I like it. But then I want to go on a little bit further because part B is going to involve using this formula, not formula, this equation. You don't have to go on further, but I'm going to. So if I take half of the negative 2, isn't that negative x basically on top? And because of this negative 1/2 power, I want to bring that on the bottom with the square root. So having this on part A is not required. Y'all good with that? Okay? Okay, for part B. Part B. Andrew, go ahead and read.
Write an equation for the line tangent to the graph of f x equals -3.
Okay, tangent to the line. So line tangent. So let's kind of recall. To find the tangent line, we need a point. And we need a slope. So we already know x equals -3. Can I plug that into the original function right there? Yes, we can. So we have f of -3. And when I do, we get square root of 25 minus what?
Negative 3 squared.
Which is?
Oh,
9. And that's going to give me square root of 16. And that's simply 4. Boom, there's my point. So here's our x1 and y1. We're halfway there.
Say the 25th.
Today is the 25th. Okay, now let's find the prime. For the prime, I am going to use this right here. Because when I took the derivative and I simplified it, I got to negative. Of the negative 3, it's going to give me positive. Square root of 25 minus 9. And that alone is going to give me 3 over 4. So let's write 3 over 4. Okay, hopefully y'all remember Point-Slope formula. Let's kind of recall. It was y minus what? y1, good, is equal to m times? X minus x1, very good. Let's go ahead and plug that in. We have y minus 4 is equal to 3 over 4. Oh, 3. Does that look like a 3? No, it does. X minus the negative 3, so I need plus 3. So then, let's see where the points are going to come from. Finding the slope of 3 over 4 is going to give you 1 point. And then the whole equation right there is going to give you another point. Again, is that doable? Very much, yes.
What if I didn't simplify and mine's 6 over 8?
6 over 8 is perfectly fine.
Okay.
On the FRQ, that's perfectly fine. Okay, did y'all hear what he just said? What if he had 6 over 8 instead of 3 over 4? It is okay. Okay? All right, moving on to the next one. Hopefully these are all good for the raw scores. My fingers are crossed. Okay, Harad, let's read part C.
Let g be the function defined by g of x, the piecewise function. Is g continuous at x equals -3? Use the definition of continuity to explain your answer.
Okay, this one we need our flashcard number 1A, and it was limit on the left and the right must be approaching the same number, point must exist, then it's continuous. So let's kind of think about what's happening. Is it continuous at x equals -3? It says to explain our answer, so we have to show all the work. So here I go. Step 1. So if I'm on the left of -3, would you agree it's going to be this guy over here? That's on the left. And if it's on the right, would you agree this one's on the right? Y'all good with that? Okay? So from there, let's write out the limit as x approaches to -3 from the left of g of x is equal to the limit as x approaches -3 from the left of the f of x, because they give us g and there's also an f in there. And then now we're going to plug it in. Y'all remember the equation that was given to us at the beginning right here? Okay, so we're going to use that for f of x. So we have the limit as x approaches the negative 3 from the left is 25 minus x squared. Didn't we already find that value? Wasn't it 4? Yeah? And then we have the limit as x approaches, my arrows are not good, 3 from the right of g of x is going to be the limit. And we're going to actually use this equation given to us. X approaches negative 3 from the right is x plus 7. What is negative 3 plus 7? 4. Someone's on the computer. I don't want to call you out. Right with me. Are they the same?
There's only 5 of us here.
I know. I'm recording though. So we have 4 and 4. Are we happy with step 1? Yes? Step 2, now we have to see if the point on g of negative 3 exists. And y'all remember g of negative 3? The equivalent part is on the top one. That is our f of negative 3. We already found our f of negative 3 on problem number, or part B. That was 4 as well. So are we happy that the limit and the point is the same? Yes? So our final one is 3. We have the limit as x approaches the negative 3 in general of g of x is the same as g of negative 3. So therefore, and they want this, you don't have to use the dot, dot, dot. You can use the word therefore. And we're going to use this phrase right here. G is continuous at x equals negative 3. So G is continuous at x equals 3. And the reasoning is negative 3. The reasoning is everything above that you have reasoned. So then, the point system. Applying step 1 all the way over is 1 point. And then finding that the point exists the same value with our conclusion is another point. And we have practiced that over and over and over, okay? Even on our FRQs back in semester 1. Are we good with that? Okay? The last part is going to be our U substitution. Abby, go ahead and read that part, please.
Find the value of integral 0 to 5x square root of 25 minus x squared d of x.
So we're going to let the inside number be our U value. Let's see why that is. Would you agree my inside is higher dimension than the outside? X squared is higher than the x. So you always let the higher dimension be the U. 25 minus U squared. So du is equal to negative 2d. Oh, why did I put U squared? Anyone catch that? It says x, right? It's like using U substitution with U. That's like going in circles. Okay, 2x dx. So let's see what I'm trying to get to. My goal is to get x and dx by itself. Is that the case right now? No. How would I get rid of that negative 2? By 1/2. du is equal to x dx. So now let's do our direct substitution. I'm going to kick out the 1/2 outside the integral. And when you're writing the integral, do not write the current bound yet, because we're going to change it. So we have u to the 1/2 du. So let's see how we're going to change it. Right now, it says my upper bound on the x is 5, and my lower bound on the x is 0. So when I plug that into this guy over here, Lawrence, what do I get when I plug in the 5 into 25 minus x squared?
0.
Very good. And we like zeros. Okay, Harad, go ahead and plug the 0 into that equation. Right here? Just 24. Is it 24 or 25?
24.
If I plug in 0 here? 25? 0, 25. That's okay. Okay, now let's go ahead and integrate. So I'm going to leave, I forgot the negative there too. So negative 1/2. So let's recall. What is 1 more than 1/2? 3 halves. And I know I have to multiply by the reciprocal, so I'm going to do 2 over 3 right now. If you want to say 3/2 on the bottom and then worry about it, go for it. But I think I'm good with one go right here. And then do I need plus c when we have a bound? No. So I have, and we're computing at u equals 0 and u equals 25. And before I plug it in, let's make this a little bit easier. What is going to happen to my 2 on the top and the bottom here? Cancel. Very good. So we have negative 1/3, u to the 3 over 2. And now we're gonna plug in these two numbers. Okay, when I plug in 0, Andrew, is that going to matter at all?
No.
No, so I'm not gonna write that part. So it is top, is it plus or minus the bottom? What was the rule? Minus. So if I know I have a minus and I already have a negative, what's that gonna become? Positive 1/3, and my u is 25, 3/2. And let's compute this. You can stop right here ideally, okay? But if I were to further compute, Harad, what is square root of 25? Square root? Uh-huh. No, the square root 5, and then it's 125. Oh, square root. Okay, Andrew, did you say the whole thing was 125?
Yes.
Okay, that's correct. Again, you may stop right here. Okay, let's see where the point system is. Using the u substitution and plugging everything correctly, that's 2 points. That's really fair, 2 points. And then your final answer, whether you stop here or here. I would stop right here though. It's gonna give you another point. So let's make sure 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So on the front, let's go ahead and write. Okay, again, even though you did not have time to finish it, can we still figure out what the raw could have been? Okay, you should know yourself, at this point at least. So put raw, and how many aha moments did you have that you could potentially get?